Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to an extra big episode of BattleTech, because there was not an episode yesterday, maybe some people noticed. I just completely ran out of time to record. A lot of stuff going on. So today, it's like two episodes in one to make up for it, because I really want to play a bunch of BattleTech. So, we're in a little bit of a different position now than we have been previously. People are shouting on the ship and we're going to ignore them. We have a bunch of damaged mechs, so when a mech takes structural damage, we have to spend some time to repair it. Fortunately, we took pretty light structural damage, so it shouldn't be... Oh yeah, okay, it's not a big deal. We could just wait it out. But this is how we're going to end up spending our days. It doesn't actually take any time to do missions. Our 1,200 days are going to be spent traveling, mostly, and then waiting for repairs and medbay stuff. So basically, any mission where we don't accrue any time costs is a big success. Let's figure out what the next contract looks like. So we have a couple of interesting ones here. We have a bunch of 2s and a 2.5. That thing that we took all this damage on was a 1.5. So it's possible that these missions are going to push the team a little bit. But on the whole, I think we're basically ready for this stuff. Let's take a quick look at the store. We don't have a lot of money to play with, but we should see if they have anything really exciting. Wow, they really, really don't. There is a black market here, but apparently we don't have access to it. This is not how this worked in the campaign last time I played. You don't have the proper contacts and connections. Interesting. Let's go to the star map real quick. Let's talk about... we didn't actually talk about what all the things on the star map mean, like all the different attributes. We went through this pretty quickly. But during the previous campaign, the fact that there was a black market on a planet just meant that like a bunch of weird stuff would be in the shop, basically. You are more likely to see cool stuff in the shop. Now, it appears the black market is a separate thing that we're going to actually get access to, which maybe means that we want to try to get cool with the pirates? This says the local pirate organization. Does that... I assumed that meant, like, when we were looking at the local pirate organization back on, whatever it was, Claypool. Claybrook? Claybrook. I thought that meant the pirates on Claybrook. But maybe the local pirate organization just means, like, kind of in this area of space? Also, man, people on the ship are really chatty right now. So maybe we need to try to make friends with the pirates. Maybe that's the thing we should be doing here. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of missions here that actually have factions involved. Oh well. We gotta make money first. The pay on some of these missions is extraordinary. It makes me a little nervous about the difficulty. Alright, is there anything else we want to do with our 2 days? Can we afford any interesting ship upgrades? So the amount of time that it takes to do repairs and equipment changes is based on the number of tech points you're generating. Right now, we generate 5 tech points every day. There are upgrades that we could pick up that would help with that. Increasing the size of the mech bay has tech points associated with it, in addition to actually increasing the number of bays, but these are very expensive upgrades. Repair and refit upgrades are a little bit cheaper, but still far too rich for our blood. Well, you know, we could start on this now. 450,000, we do have that. But if we went after this now, we would maybe be in a really rough place if our next mission didn't go well. Let's wait. As much as I want to use the 2 days that we're going to spend sitting around waiting for repairs to also be working on the ship, maybe it's a good idea to just hold off for the moment. Now we did complete a mission here, so we have some XP to spend. Definitely picking up sensor lock here. Also, it reduces the minimum range of weapons by 45 meters, so weapons that are not intended to be close range will be more effective at close range, which is a broadly useful thing.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Alright, and then I think for her third ability, we're going to aim for Breaching Shot. Breaching Shot allows us to completely ignore cover and guarded on a target as long as we only shoot it with one weapon, and we can combine that with multi-target to allow us to shoot multiple targets with one weapon each and get Breaching Shot on all of them. Which obviously is pretty powerful when combined with single-shot high-damage weapons. Excuse me. My throat is all of a sudden all itchy as soon as I start recording the big episode. Yeah, Master Tactician is good. +1 initiative obviously has a lot of value, but we need somebody to have breaching shot. I think Reckless is the one we're gonna have chasing it. You probably want to just pick up... Bulwark is certainly good, and you are the person with the most guts on the team outside of Razor, so maybe we should pick up another Bulwark. She can we can put her in whatever mech is largest and beefiest and have her be the tank until Razor's back, because Razor's going to be out for a while.
Mech warrior training complete.
Also, it is worth noting that this gives a -1 recoil penalty, so we should probably have Centurion driving the Blackjack to take advantage of that.
Standing by.
Ricochet, I'm probably going to send... Somebody's got to be the punch mech guy, and it's going to be you. So maybe I just want to bank XP on you until we can get this.
I'm receiving you.
And you... Man, you need more XP. Alright, that's my feeling on that. So, let's let a couple of days pass. You know what, actually, since this is a longer episode, we have some time here. Let's have a chat with some of our crew members. Let's see what everybody's up to. Always good to see you at Ops, Lily. Can I do something for you? Yeah, I have some questions about running the company. I seem to not be doing an awesome job of it so far. Could you help? Oh no, this is all tutorials. I know how the game works. I'm just kind of doing a bad job. You have a few minutes to chat, maybe? Yeah, sure, I got time to talk. Tell me a bit about yourself, Darius. Where are you from? This is probably going to be the same dialogue that we got during the previous campaign, but at this point, that was like 7-8 months ago, and I don't remember it, so... I grew up on Nassau Heights. It's one of the HAB stations orbiting Artru. 30 decks of economic stratification with the corporate suits on the upper decks and everyone else crammed into the lower ones. My old man was a dockhand. We lived on deck 28, 2 levels up from the bottom, with the other station maintenance personnel. 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, my dad would load and unload cargo shuttles. Vacuum-sealed Quillar and nutrient paste for people like us, and luxury goods for the suits upstairs. You can probably take a guess here, but Quillar is a bioengineered crop that serves as the staple foodstuff of the inner sphere. Quillar looks like an ordinary grain, but grows to twice the size of Terran corn, and can be textured and flavored to mimic a wide variety of fruits, grains, and vegetables. That does sound pretty useful. The old man must have unloaded 1,000 cases of Castledon eel roe. Plump, succulent eggs the size of melon balls. Never got to taste any, though. Any one of those tins would have cost him half a year's wages. Casilda is an aquatic world famed for its bountiful, deadly oceans. Casilda's human population is clustered on volcanic island chains along the equator, while the oceans are ruled by a vast array of native predatory life forms. Castledon seafood is sold as a delicacy throughout the rimward periphery. Anyway, Lily, I don't want to saddle you with my life story. Suffice it to say, I got an eyeful of what I didn't want to be on Nassau Heights, and I did what I had to do to change my circumstances. By the age of 16, I struck out on my own. I left that station with a handful of skills, an enormous web of contacts, and a rucksack full of that expensive caviar. Once I made it off Nassau Heights, I never ever looked back. Oh, good. Darius is a skilled thief, always a useful thing to have on the ship.
Catch you later, Commander.
Actually, it probably won't come up that much given all the giant robot stuff. But if we ever need to rob another ship, these are skills we can maybe find some use for. Yang, over here, is our mechanic, Yang Vertanen. Hey, boss, welcome to the mech bay, my own little piece of heaven right here on the ship. Something I can help you with? I assume this is all tutorial stuff? Questions about the mech bay? Yep. I know how all this works, kind of. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? We should get familiar with these people. We're going to spend 1,175 more days with them. That's a long story, boss. Shortest version I can give you. I signed on after I served my term in the Third Succession War, fighting for the Capellan Confederation. If you want to know more, you can ask whatever you want. Otherwise, let's get back to talking shop. He does seem to be uncomfortable talking about his past. The Third Succession War began in 2866, of course, as we all know, when Coordinator Miyogi Kurita responded aggressively to rumors of the Draconis Combine's weakness, but the fighting spread to the entire Inner Sphere. Because the successor states' military capabilities had been dramatically reduced in the previous 2 succession wars, this conflict proceeded at a slower pace and with less intensity than the earlier wars. Treaties signed in 3020 and 3022 limited the fighting, and by 3025, the Third Succession War was effectively ended. That is 160 years later. That's quite a war. I guess there's a lot of travel time involved in interstellar conflict. The Capellan Confederation is one of the 5 successor states of the Star League, located rimward of Terra. Ruled by House Liao, the Confederation is the smallest and newest of the successor states, and often the loser in conflicts against the other powers of the Inner Sphere. It is an authoritarian police state with philosophical origins in a text known as the Corvin Doctrine, which argues for total subservience of the individual to the state. Citizens of the Confederation must earn their position and the benefits of citizenship through service to their community. The current ruler of the Confederation is Chancellor Maximilian Liao, a shrewd planner and master manipulator. There is a mission for these guys on the planet we're on right now. We gotta pick some people to make friends with, and I don't know, maybe it'll be them. Although, am I remembering that we did stuff against them already? I don't know. We'll check out the reputation meters in a second here. So he does seem a little uncomfortable talking about his past, but we're gonna probe anyway, because we're disrespectful. Why'd you leave the Capellan Confederation? After my tour of duty was up, you mean? I don't know, it was just time for a change. Besides, the place wasn't for me anymore. In a way, it never really was. I learned a lot from my time in the service, got a first-hand view of the elitist bullshit that saturates Capellan culture, how it rewards high-born idiots at the common people's expense. Speaking as a thoroughly common man, that didn't sit right with me. When my tour was over, I packed up my things and made a beeline for the periphery. Seemed like as good a place as any to find a new beginning. You'll never really get away from the aristocracy, Yang. Hell, I was born noble. Yeah, but you're a competent noble, and you aren't afraid to get your hands dirty. At the end of the day, that's all I really care about. I wonder how many times I watched talented engineers get passed over for promotion so some idiot with a title could advance. Too many to count. In your position, I probably would have done the same. Let's talk about something else. We'll leave them alone for now. We'll have plenty of time to get to know our crew better. We can space these out over time. Alright, I gotta get back to it. Talk to you later, Yang. And by back to it, I mean chatting with all of the other crew members. So, over here we have Farah Murad, our ship engineer. I do not have questions about the ship. I know exactly how the ship works. Actually, no, I have a question about the ship. I just realized I have one. Nope. Apparently we do not get the... What I was mostly curious about was if morale had any effect other than increasing resolve, since it seems like they changed the way morale works, but apparently we are not allowed to ask that. So instead, what can you tell me about this ship we're all living on and trusting with our survival? A fair amount, Commander. I've been researching this ship for several months. Boeing Interstellar produced just 2 of these beauties back in 2762. They were intended to follow behind the first wave of exploratory missions, supporting multiple surveyor, terraformer, and colonizer teams on deep survey. Although she's far too large to land on a planet, her docking collar system allows for smaller dropships like your Leopard to come along for the ride. The Argo is a mobile space station, in a sense, providing supply and temporary habitation for teams on dangerous missions in unsettled space. Why don't we see more ships like the Argo out here? The Argo is a product of her era. She lacks the armor or maneuverability to function in battle, and she's vastly outclassed in size and firepower by even the smallest warships. She's a peacetime ship meant for peacetime exploration duties, and planned with a focus on long-term orbital deployment. It was her non-combat design that ultimately led to her abandonment. In an earlier era, she might have seen widespread usage, but the fall of the Star League and the near-constant state of war we've endured since then has rendered the Argo little more than a forgotten experimental footnote in the history of dropship production. Sad, really. In her own way, the Argo represents the back seat that science and exploration have taken in pursuit of military goals. The Star League's a pretty important thing. From 2570 to 2780, the Star League was an interstellar council formed from the Terran hegemony, the 5 great houses of the Inner Sphere, and the territorial states of the periphery. Stability and prosperity of the Star League led to the flourishing of civilization and technology. The Star League ended in civil war when the leader of the Rimworld's Republic, Stefan Amaris, murdered the First Lord in a bid to usurp his position. We're going to see a lot of references to the Star League. One thing that's important to know is that there is some tech, is a little bit like Warhammer 40k, in that there was some tech that was really great that the Star League used to produce that we don't really know how to produce anymore, and so occasionally we'll encounter some of that. They call it lost tech. Planets that are marked as places where the Star League had a presence once upon a time are more likely to have lost tech available, and we definitely want to find some if we can, because some of it is really cool. Well, exploration vessel or no, she sounds ideal for our purposes. She is. And with 57,000 tons of cargo space, she has all the room we need for supplies, spare equipment, personnel, you name it. In fact, her hold is so vast we'll have no trouble storing as many mech chassis and partial mech salvage as you can get your hands on. Pretty good ship for the thing we're trying to do with the ship. Alright, we'll talk more to Dr. Murad about her personal history later. Right now, let's stop in with the last major member of the crew, Samire, our pilot. I'm collecting stories about the crew. Tell me something about yourself. Well, I'm from a noble family like you. We're old money, made our fortune out in Rasselhag, then repatriated to the Taurian Concordat. That's where I grew up. I'm not sure if this is the kind of stuff you were hoping to hear, but we can talk about whatever. I'm not shy. So Rasselhag is, of course, a principality, a minor interstellar state conquered 700 years ago by the Draconis Combine, now officially known as the Rasselhag Military District. Listen, don't worry if you can't keep all these places straight. There's a lot of stuff going on out in space, and we don't really need to know any of this. The Taurian Concordat, however, is one of the more important things. This is one of the major players in this part of space. The Taurian Concordat is one of the largest periphery states, located rimward of Terra, beyond the Federated Suns. Founded and ruled by House Calderon, the Concordat prides itself on its independence, freedom, and stability. The Concordat is wealthy, well-educated, and well-armed for a periphery state. The Taurians defend their independence fiercely against inner-sphere aggression, particularly by the Federated Suns. They perceive House Davian's reputation as a protector of liberties as unwarranted and even hypocritical, and they have a long history of conflict with the much larger successor state. The current ruler of the Concordat is Protector Thomas Calderon. I'm pretty sure our character is from Federated Suns territory, so Taurians might not like us very much. Where in the Concordat are you from? I grew up on New Vandenberg. It's a nice enough place, I suppose. Do you like birds? Not particularly. Then do yourself a favor and avoid New Vandenberg. Avoid it like the plague. Something like 2/3 of the native fauna has feathers, flutters on the wind, and splatters its excrement across every available surface. Yep, that's why I'm not wild about birds. Naturally, the original colonists adopted the feathery little monsters into the culture, and those of us that came after were kind of stuck with it. Statues, fountains, murals, you name it. Just a giant feathery pile of screeching alien birds. If the system had a motto, it'd be Squawk. Yeah, I get the picture. I see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're laying down about these birds. You sure? Because I could keep going. I hate birds, is what I'm saying. That may be an unpopular opinion for a pilot, but I'll stand by it until the day I die. Actually, I think birds are probably kind of a frequent annoyance for pilots, right? What can you tell me about House Meyer? She's like a proper noble. You're looking at it. Never mind. My parents are both gone. Blood cancer and heart disease, respectively. Both treatable, but they were out of money at that point, so into the ground they went. Oh, Space America. Ditto my brother David, who ran off to serve in the Third Succession War and never came back. Yeah, I'm no stranger to loss myself. Let's make this about me. Yeah, I'm sure you're not. Nobody is, really. It's a rough galaxy. David was 13 years older than me, and had a foot out the door before I turned 3. And my parents, well, they raised me by proxy in the traditional noble fashion. There was no real bond there, even when I was young. None of this is to say that my folks were bad people. They weren't. They were just doing what they knew. Their upbringings had been outsourced, just like mine was. Anyway, that's all I've got to say about my family. They're gone, I'm here, the end. So, you got another question, or should we get back to work? Yeah, alright, fair enough. I can pick up that hint. Let's go fight some robots, shall we? Sorry, let's wait 2 days and then go fight some robots, shall we? We're just going to pop over to here and wait until the mechs are back in working shape. We have enough crew that we can still go out on a mission. Alright, let's take one of these contracts. So, I'm not going to dive right into the 2.5 just yet, but there is a 2 skull here that has a very impressive payout. I think we got to pursue this. Oh, I want to look at our reputation first. So we are, yes, we are minus 12 with the Capellans. We're actually negative with everybody. The pirates do not love us. We should try to fix that. I want to go pro pilot. I want to try. This is a goal for this mission. I am going to attempt to max out our reputation with the local pirate organization. We are going to be a scourge to everyone. So yeah, we don't have any friends right now. I guess doing stuff for the Capellans isn't going to really screw things up. But remember, we score for factions that we are maxed out with, and for factions that we are completely at the bottom with. So we want to make sure that we want to make sure that we've maxed out those meters. No middle sliders. All right, let's get in some trouble. Help me about 990,000 sea bills. We have a VIP at a base on Solardion, and we've just received a garbled transmission from a local agent that the base will be attacked by the Free Worlds League. They're striking at the VIP, and they know our forces are not in position to come to his aid. We need a team of competent mercenaries to protect the facility and our personnel. Oh, they've got to be kicking themselves for letting their VIP go out without more security. Their screw-up is our payday, though. They do sound desperate. I'm down. Let's do it. We've heard you're a competent mercenary. Hey, that's true. I am a competent mercenary. Let us focus on money, mostly. Do I want 1.6 or 2.10? We do just kind of need bulk salvage at this point. We need a lot of things, but also we need money really badly. We can take salvage on these other missions that don't have quite as high of a monetary payout. I still want one piece of priority salvage, though, in case there's something really cool. Alright, Rocket, get in here. Actually, we should probably have Centurion in the Blackjack. Just the way things have worked out. He stays in the Jenner because he's the run-fast guy. Yeah, this looks right. We gotta try to pick up some more LRM pods. I would really, really like to get a good indirect fire mech going. Something that can just stand back and function like artillery. And now that we have somebody on staff who can sensor lock, that helps that mech a lot. So it probably won't be Reckless who drives it. We probably want the sensor lock mech to be far enough forward to get locks on people. But we definitely need to try to put one of those mechs together. To a certain extent, though, our strategy is going to be constrained by the stuff we can find out here, which is actually one of my favorite things about BattleTech. I really like the fact that so much of what you do is about coping with the limited resources that you have, trying to make the best of your crummy situation. I assume it makes each campaign a little bit different. I actually haven't really played that many campaigns. It does sort of seem like it's locked up, doesn't it? There we go. Alright, it was loading. Immediate enemy contact. No big surprise there. Commander, we need to protect the planetary government base and keep the VIP safe. As expected, we have multiple incoming Merrick units. Hold the base, keep the buildings upright, and eliminate threats. Okay. Our employers are providing us with extra support. There are point defenses set up around the base, but they are offline. We've got a team of local government engineers who can bring them back online, provided they can make it to the generators. Alright, well, I do not love how far away from me those guys are, or how close they are to the enemies. I'm a little concerned that we may not see both these APCs make it home. Time to go fast.
Yes, Commander.
Get this Jenner out here. Boy, we can't make it, like, anywhere. Sprint gets us almost to the gate. I can try to jump over the buildings, but it doesn't help that much. Yeah, alright, full sprint. We're just not going to be part of the battle on the first turn. Hopefully those enemy mechs are not able to do too much damage to the APCs. I guess it will depend on how armored they really are. Okay, that guy's probably not going to be able to get vision.
Standing by. Moving at full throttle.
This is not going to be a very exciting turn for us, unfortunately. Okay, lots and lots of mechs that move at 4. Not a big threat to us. Probably. Okay, it looks like they can't actually get close enough to light up the APCs. Oh, maybe this one can. What's he got? Okay, not even close to penetrating the armor. Hopefully the APCs move very, very quickly. Yeah, alright, sprint. But we are not getting anywhere near the battle here. The Jenner might be able to fire next turn.
Commander? Alright, let's move.
I mean, AC-5 is effective at pretty long range. I'm used to thinking of autocannons as kind of close-range weapons because I wasn't really using a lot of 2s and 5s toward the end of the last campaign. But I suppose it is the case that that some autocannons actually are effective at this range. Alright, we got one home. I don't know what those pings are. Oh, it's me gaining and losing vision of the turret, I guess? Alright, so that guy needs another turn. Oh, no, wait. This guy just disappeared behind a building. He didn't get the thing. Alright, well. Here they come. I have high hopes for this. If they really do get to turn on, they have to get to this building. Oh, no, wait, sorry. That building's lit up because it's a mission objective, protecting it. Okay, well, so we don't actually know what building they have to get to, which makes it a little bit harder to know if they're going to succeed. I could really run forward, or I could just do a normal move. I'm not going to be able to get vision no matter what, though, so maybe what I want to do for right now is not move him.
Yes, Commander.
I think I kind of want to reserve. Let's just let the rest of them move in. We'll go after they do. Maybe one of them will come close enough for me to take some shots at. Uh-oh, he's going to be close enough to shoot at the buildings, though. Alright, all we got to do is keep them standing. Ensure all buildings survive is the mission objective. Hopefully they will stop shooting at the buildings once they see us. Wow, that guy is... that's a Jenner, huh? That guy is loaded. Please tell me you can't get vision on that one building. Okay. Thing is really damaged. Okay, well it got vision, but at least it's just a spider. And it's shooting at us. Oh no, it's shooting at the APC. It's just doing a really bad job. It looked like it was shooting at us. Alright, well.
I'm here.
Unfortunately, Centurion's not in a place where she can actually get access to any cover. Bulwark's not going to do anything this turn, but we can just jump in. Hold on. The soft side of the dead side of this thing is the right side. Oh no, this isn't that mech. Alright, well in that case, let's just jump forward and start shooting.
Up high.
Alright, we gotta make some noise, cause a distraction. Just generally be unpleasant. Unfortunately, the enemies have crazy, crazy amounts of evasion. Well, who's more important to kill? Probably the Locust? Yeah. So I'm just going to shoot one weapon at the Locust. Wow, really? Even a single... Oh, right, I did jump. Yeah, we'll just shoot a single weapon at the Locust to strip an evasion charge, and if we get lucky and it hits, that'd be great.
Acknowledged.
Okay. Expected result. We gotta at least put some bodies in front of these things to make it clear that they have concerns, that they should maybe not focus on the buildings. Alright, I probably don't want to jump with you. We'll just do a normal move. Maybe I want to wait. I'm just thinking, like, I'd love to be able to hit the PPC shot, which means we maybe need to strip some stuff off of this guy first. Yeah, let's have Reckless go last.
I'm receiving you.
Commander.
All right, I'm gonna get really aggressive with the Jenner because we gotta get some distraction. what is going to be the best way to do this? From here, I get vision of that other guy, although we probably already know that he is a Jenner. Well, I hope we can get partial credit on this, because I think the odds of us keeping all these buildings up are basically 0. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna really throw myself in here. So my weapons are spread out evenly, right? Yeah, I guess we just keep the front arc front.
Boy, here we go.
Alright, so we're not likely to hit with much of anything. Probably what this is just a strip the defenses move.
Target acquired.
So remember, we are going to, we delayed it till after them, and then we're going to get to go before some of them on our next turn. So any evasion that we strip now is potentially still going to be gone then. Is that the best shot you can get? Yeah, all the shots are obscured to some degree. Well, I want to be more in the open, though, with this one.
Roger.
Oof, 20%, man. Gotta keep pulling those evasion charges, though. And that that generated almost no heat. There's very little cost to that attack. Pretty unlikely hit as well. These are sniper turrets with PPCs on them. Alright, when those get live, that'll be pretty good. So stripping the enemy evasion charges is important for enabling our allies to hit them as well. I kind of think I want to multi-target this guy. Wait, can I not do that? Yeah, okay, there we go. I want to pull the evasion off of the Jenner with the LRMs.
Engaging multiple targets.
Boy, clean through that mountain, huh? It's a pretty impressive projectile. Alright, come on, turrets. Get those turrets online. I don't know where exactly they have to get to. Alright. Vehicles will scatter and support you. Just keep the turrets online. Okay, so they have machine guns and lasers on them. There we go. Making it easy for our allies to get the work done. Alright, left arm off is great. That's 2 of those lasers destroyed.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
Okay, that's not really great for me. This is, Okay, I was gonna say, if the Jenner doesn't move, this is the moment where Ricochet needs to, like, run in there and let him have it. And I don't believe that we care about the
Yes, boss.
turrets for our objectives, so I think we can be okay with that happening. Now, I would really love to not have to jump this turn. Yeah, I'm just gonna run up here. I know this is dangerous, but
Roger that.
we gotta get a clean shot on the Jenner. I want to be able to give it as much as possible. How many of these lasers can I turn on? Alright. That looks pretty good. Yes! Carved him right out. That is definitely the most... Even with 2 of its lasers gone, just the 2 lasers in the SRM pod makes it the most dangerous of these mechs, I think. Alright, and now they're focused on the fighting units and not the buildings. Very, very good for us. Who still hasn't gone yet? The Spider. Spider has 1 evasion charge left.
I'm receiving you.
We can probably make something happen here. I gotta try to get to a position where I have a clean shot on it. Can I jump to a position where I have a clean shot? Oh, over here looks good. Yep, right there.
Aye.
Unfortunately, jump and then fire a PPC is an awful lot of heat. And we still really don't have... This is not the shot that I want. Oh, he's standing in a mineral field. I didn't even notice. I was expecting a tooltip there. There we go. +4 difficulty to hit units within it, and +2 difficulty for attacks made by units who are within it. So that's why we're having such a hard time hitting him. Well, I think I still go after him. Maybe it's worth throwing a precision strike out. He's entrenched, but he's not guarded or in cover. So we get full damage from our attack, but we're still almost certainly not going to kill him with a center torso shot. I'll save the resolve, try to get us above 50%.
Roger.
Well, one hit. Really? He's gonna come up and punch the blackjack? Is that what's happening here? I don't know if I think that was a good idea. I'm not really sure what his plan was. Yeah, Centurion is not shaken. So there are some other robots moving out of that dropship over there. That's a real next turn kind of problem. Maybe it's a little bit of a this turn kind of problem. Apparently they got some LRM pods. Well, let's try to put ourselves in a position to LRM and PPC them right back, I guess? I don't want to give up my ability to shoot this guy, though. Gosh, he has a lot of evasion. And we don't quite have enough movement to punch him.
Waiting for orders.
The Centurion could punch him. Doesn't really do a lot of damage on melee, though. Probably ought to try to work some of these guys over. This mineral field is a real problem, though. I guess this guy's really the only target. I have an 80% chance to hit him. If I were to score a shot on his leg, would it knock it out? No. Maybe the right play... Yeah, Jesus. Look at how bad my odds to hit are. 10, 10, 30. We can at least move around so we're behind him. He is inside the optimal range of our AC-5s, obviously. But also, like, this is just terrible. I think I am just going to throw the punch.
Ah!
40 damage on that thing is not inconsiderable, and it does strip a little bit of evasion. And then, yeah, we move to, like, here. Take a pot shot at the commando. Give the medium lasers to this guy. Not great, but we got to get some damage out. Okay, so multi-target. This dude and this dude. PPC and LRM at the long-range target. Actually, I'm going to shoot the PPC at this guy. The LRM is just for stripping evasion from the other one. Oh, I suppose we could sensor lock. Remove 2 of its evasive charges and give it a sensor's impaired effect. Yeah, actually, let's do that to the commando, because with those missile pods, I do think it's a pretty dangerous enemy. And I want to make it easier for the other mechs to take care of it. I think my shot there was going to be pretty bad, so I am okay doing that instead of shooting. Plus, sensor locking obviously does not generate very much heat. Okay, pretty good. Managed to mess it up pretty badly. Unfortunately, it looks like none of its weapons were in that torso section. Oh, there's some of them over on that side too, huh? That's not great. This is, it's going to be very tough for us to hold all of the buildings. I doubt we'll lose all of them, but I don't know that we can hold all of them either. Alright, that was a little bit of damage. Firing from the mineral field at things in the mineral field is a tricky prospect. Okay, mostly near misses. Ah, that sucks. Go after the commando. It's so easy to hit now. Nope, never mind. Apparently not. Ridiculous. Alright. Hey, we're inspired. Potentially powerful.
That could have been worse.
Right, time for the Jenner to dump something else.
Waiting for order.
What can we reasonably kill? We could probably kill that guy. Possibly kill that guy. I could run all the way over to here. I do like the idea of having cover. I don't like that it gives me obstructed shot on him, though. So maybe we just want to move... I just want to move to wherever I'm going to have a clean shot. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like putting my back to the... Yeah, I guess we'll just take it from, like, over here. I really, really don't want to put my back to the incoming guys from the lake. That gives me no evasion, though. I can get a clean move to 2 evasion with a clean shot. That's, yeah, alright. That's what we'll do. I'm gonna make sure I'm not just gonna get completely destroyed here. Obviously, we're gonna have to turn off a couple lasers. Could be good, though. Guy has 35 center torso health left. Got an ammo pod on this side, an ammo pod on that side. The SRM-6 is center. Alright, well...
Engaging with target.
It was something. I sure wish any of those PPCs from the turrets had hit. Really? Huh. With those missile pods, I would have expected a close-range missile shot to be way better than a punch.
I'm here.
She might be punching, actually. This is going to show my back a little bit, but I do want to throw the punch at his weak side. Yeah, let's do that. He hasn't had his turn yet. 80% chance of landing a punch that's going to be devastating if it lands. Ah, man. Honestly, that punch is probably lethal if it hits. That's like the worst possible time. She could have missed. I mean, 80% is... A thing that has a 20% chance of happening really isn't that unlikely. Oof. Oh, yeah? That's not a weapon you can fire by indirect fire, either. We really need to abbreviate their vision. Okay, well, never mind. It's not going to be possible anymore. We're going to have to jump the Vindicator over there and start taking their attention. So I think this is why the pay for this mission is so high. It's because it's borderline impossible to do it all the way. Probably we will not fail the mission for not getting all of the buildings to survive, but rather we will receive a partial reduction in pay for each building that is lost, and that is why. That makes sense. Alright, the Vindicator has to get over here. We have to start fighting. Can't jump over, really. Well, that sucks. Can I just move to... Okay, I can move to this position and still get a pretty similar shot. That's just a spider down there. I'll just walk over. 45% with the PPC is really not that bad. And I can just like LRM over here to get a little bit of evasion damage. It's like the LRM is not going to do a meaningful amount of damage anyway. We'll shoot you with the LRM to strip an evasion charge, and we'll take an actual, hopeful, fingers crossed PPC shot here. I'm going to try to bank resolve until we can use an ability while maintaining above 50% here, because there's a lot of fighting to do. Oh, that looks like a hit. Awesome. Okay, really good shot. Oh, man. What is moving right now? Oh, it's one of the ones over there. Okay, the units on this side that are fighting with our APCs and our mechs, I'm way less concerned about. These guys that are shooting the buildings have to go.
Commander?
Can't get around his back. You move to here and have a clean shot at the Locust, which is pretty easy to hit. I gotta kill the Commando. I think that's the priority target. Can't get a shot where I have... Okay, I can jump up here. She's got to keep moving forward, because what I really want is to get into a position where I can shoot the... where I can get into the trees, right? Right now, I'll take this. And stupid super fast mechs. Since I can't hit the Commando reliably, maybe I just shoot at this guy. I can do a lot of damage here.
Fire an owl weapon.
Okay. A little bit of overkill. If I had been confident that we were going to hit with both autocannons, I would not have fired the lasers. But I thought with just one autocannon hit, like it could go to the leg or something. I was not confident that one autocannon would be enough. Alright, I like this. The APC's putting themselves out in places where they can be shot by these mechs. Oh, interesting. His sensor lock, that APC has the old version of sensor lock, it seemed like. Which doesn't impair their shooting and also doesn't remove as much evasion. Okay, that was some damage. Unfortunately, it's damage to its strong side. Alright, come on, let's see some good work from these turrets. We're gonna lose this building. Reckless is gonna be able to run out in front of it on her next turn, which will hopefully pull some attention. Oh god, you are so close to dead. Okay, that's good, it's trying. Some hits there would have been really nice, because that thing's actually pretty messed up already. These turrets are, sniper is maybe not the word I would use. Oh, for a second there, I thought it was going to run over and step on one of the APCs. Alright. Honestly, I'm not that worried about that, because the turrets don't seem to be able to hit anything ever anyway. It seems like pretty much their only real purpose is to draw fire, which they are doing a fine job of. Okay. Hooray, cover! Remember cover? And then what we shoot into this guy's backside, because he is not very healthy and also doesn't have a huge amount of evasion. My aim is really bad. Oh, I'm not in optimal range. Well, don't have to hit very hard. Do have to hit with more than one laser, though. This might be an okay time for a precision strike, actually. It's going to take us down to 55%, yeah. 16 extra. I mean, aim for here, but kind of whatever. This was really the point. Do I want to just go ahead and turn on another laser? If we overheat the mech, it's going to suffer some structural damage. Obviously, I'm never eager to suffer structural damage because it increases repair times, but this thing already has to go into the shop because we have some leg damage. Maybe I want to be sure. Right now, I don't feel sure. One more laser. Okay, we got there.
Enemy down. I'm taking heat
So,
damage.
just a tiny bit of heat damage, but spread out evenly over all the parts. Okay, the guys on that side are spreading their fire out over a couple of buildings, which is very good for us.
Standing by.
If they were to focus, it could be ugly. So is that that's a locust? This thing's got to get dealt with. We gotta take up a position over here where we can fight some of those guys. Although maybe I move over here first. Unfortunately, like, we're just so unlikely to actually hit this guy with a weapon that it's almost not worth shooting at him. I'm not super likely to hit this guy either, but it's better because he's not standing in the mineral field. Okay, knocked his leg right out from under him. Pretty good. And he acted this turn already, right? So he goes during next turn's 3, I think? Oh, no, maybe not. Okay, that's good. That's good. Them focusing on the turrets is good for us. Might be drawing a little bit of fire with my mech here. Okay, so that's another locust. You see, this locust is outfitted with the missiles. How bad is that APC's damage? Okay, that side is going to go down to basically any hit. Like, we don't have to worry about anything over here acting anytime soon, so let's use you instead. Man, that thing is doing a really good job of staying just out of melee range. Well, I think I'm going to move up because I really want to get to the trees. Or I guess we could move up like this and go for those trees. I could get into the mineral field myself. It's almost not worth shooting at that range. I guess we can shoot at this locust. It is laying down. Yeah, okay. Just fire the autocannons. This will give my heat a little bit of time to wear off. What is it? What is it looking like? Right arms mount the missile pod. The arms mount the missile pods. I think I would just want to go center. It only has 45 center health. Yeah, a center shot would be lethal. Alright. Good shooting, Centurion. Oh, I didn't turn off the lasers. Shoot.
Looks like I'll need a new target.
I intended to. That is an error. We're going to pay for that. Alright, good teamwork there. Knocking mechs down is really powerful. Ooh, okay. That's a cicada over there. That's a slightly more real threat. EPC and 2 machine guns, a little bit more armor, a lot more structure. And Reckless has to keep making life difficult for these mechs over here. That guy's actually a pretty easy hit at this point. If I were to jump... No, I can't make it down the cliff. Okay, I definitely want to just walk then. Well, actually, how much evasion? I get 1 more evasion pip by jumping. Walk and preserve heat.
Enemy detected.
Okay, so that thing over there is a vehicle, whatever it is. Well, we have a shot here. I think we got to take it into the damaged arm. Not going to be a kill, but we could break off a lot of his jump jets. In fact, that's 4 jump jets. No, he actually has 8 jump jets. Wow.
Engaging target.
I was going to say, is that all of them? But no, it is not.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Alright. That spider is in a very PPCable place. If our turrets can get their act together. Okay, hey, that's a little bit of damage. You did something. Alright, we might be able to save the building after all. We'll see. Now we got the APC, the other APC, and then we got all the turrets. All 3 of the remaining turrets. Hopefully this will be enough to get some real damage done. Okay, crit the SRM-6. That's actually pretty good. Machine guns are really, really good at doing crits because the when you're dealing a critical hit, damage is irrelevant. It's just each attack has a certain... Each projectile that hits has a certain percentage chance... Awesome, good shooting. Has a certain percentage chance to damage a component in the sector that it hits. So machine guns with their multiple... Machine guns are like 5 projectiles, I think. They have a really good chance of getting a crit. And then also, I think they get bonus crit chance. Alright, the commando only moved enough to get 1 evasion charge, so it's done for. We can handle that. Alright. Who is this? That guy down there.
Standing by.
Ricochet, can you make anything happen on that? No, not really. Can you punch the commando? Okay, that's what we're doing then. I have got to chill my heat a little bit. I've got to let this mech cool down. Oh, you're kidding me. That's 2 80% melee attacks that we've missed this battle. Ugh. We gotta get some heat sinking in that Jenner or something. I don't know what the plan is, but... Okay. Thank God that missed.
I'm receiving you.
Not a great shot, but actually we're high enough on... Can I move down the hill at all? Move forward to here. It really doesn't help that much. Jump down to here. That allows me to fire a bad SRM shot in addition to my bad PPC shot. I actually like that.
Roger.
Because I'm gonna precision strike. So we haven't talked at all about vigilance. I have not been using it. It has not been necessary so far. But it will be when we start fighting enemies that have more dangerous weapons. For now, offense is the best defense, I think. So where are his LRM pods? They're in his arms. Is the laser in the center? Okay. We probably want to just go for the arm. We're most likely to get some meaningful reduction in strength if we hit the arm, although the torso's pretty good. A shot to the torso clears the arm and will carry some damage through to the center. Yeah, okay. Called shot to the right torso. If this PPC hits, it's going to be a big deal.
All right.
Ah, darn it. Well, we did some damage. Next turn, she gets to stand in the cover while continuing to shoot at them, which is great. Oof.
They're banging through my armor.
Alright, alright. We'll take care of it.
Yes, Commander.
The Locust hasn't had its turn yet. That makes me really want to run over and shoot it. But also, this commando's right here. My heat's super high, so I won't be able to shoot very much. And man, you can do a lot of damage to a Locust with a pair of AC-5s. Maybe I run down the hill. I want to get into the cover, obviously. If I move forward, I'm showing my back armor to the commando as well. I just don't care about it enough anymore. It's so torn up. And it could use its missile pods, which would be dangerous, but it seems to not want to.
Standing by.
Yeah, the Locust is more of a threat. And we are actually
Orders.
probably almost as likely to kill it if I shoot at it. I'm going to run forward to this position where I have 2 evasion charges, and let's do this thing.
Affirmative.
Do not fire any lasers. Awesome.
Target down.
Another bit of good teamwork there, because if Rocket had not precision shotted it, it would have taken its turn before the Blackjack did. And Reckless, you got to do some work over here. So I could just move to here. The other thing I could do is I could jump down into the water. And the value of there's a couple of things that are good about jumping down into the water. Number one, obviously, I'll be in closer range, can maybe get some medium laser fire off. But another thing is, you vent heat considerably better in the water. So if I'm going to be firing my PPC and both of my lasers, this is probably where I want to be.
Engaging jump jets.
Alright, we got to pick up on him. Do I want to sensor lock that thing? No, this shot is so good, and I get to actually shoot with all my weapons. Yeah, we're gonna crush this guy. I'm gonna go for this. Overkill, but I didn't wanna try not to generate heat and instead underkill, you know? Alright, come on, please kill this commando for me. He's really easy to hit right now. Alright, well, they took his medium laser off. Please, please, please finish the job. 69, or no, 89. Okay, you know what? I think we're going to be able to save that, because we're going to be able to put the Vindicator in range of this mech next turn, and that'll probably provoke it to fight back instead of just continuing to shoot the building. Alright, we destroyed the entire Merrick Vanguard. Now we just have all of these reinforcements. Oh, the turrets have sensor lock. That's lovely. One of the turrets did the thing. Okay, so that's like a Panther or something, huh? Yeah.
Commander.
I think we actually are going to get out of this with all the buildings intact. That's amazing.
Affirmative.
Alright, what does my shot profile look like? How much can I shoot without overheating? I can only take 2 lasers. Well, I'm going to go for it. I'm not going to use my resolve or anything here. Save that for a little later in the turn. Hit the PPC, not bad.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
So low projectile count weapons have the benefit of doing all of their damage to one site, right? You're much more likely to actually like shear components off with a PPC than you are with 50 damage worth of missiles. But the advantage of multi-projectile weapons is that they're much more likely to cause critical hits, component damage, and they're much more likely to do some damage to locations, which is sometimes all you need. Here's the question. Do I run into cover, or do I run into the water? I'm going to go into the water. Because he moves on 3 normally, but I'm going to precision strike him here. So we're going to move him down to 2, and that means that the Blackjack will get to shoot at him 2. So I don't know that I need the cover. Yeah, may as well try to just shoot right through that.
Copy that.
Awesome. Significant structural damage.
Critical hit.
We're all the way through to the structure on the torso. Very, very good position.
Commander.
Man, I'm still having to choose between cover and shooting. I mean, I could jump down here. That's too close. I don't want to be that close. Jump down here. If I jump into the water... Yeah, I'm just going to get really aggressive here. I think we might be able to kill this guy. Nope, still a little bit too much. We can go 1 laser and both the autocannons.
Firing.
Oh man, the damage spread out so evenly. Shoot. Well, he's gonna get his turn. I can't jump into the water and get a clean shot. I think what I will do instead then is do a normal step forward and just sensor lock him. Try to screw up his shot. Oh, we do have something else over here. I'm just gonna screw up his shot, make it easier for the turrets to hit him. These things have no indirect fire weapons. Oh, they might be able to take out the cicada. It's pretty messed up. Ah. If they'd hit center torso with that laser, it would have been over. So he's backing up. Kind of backing up in a weird semicircle. And not firing. He's just bracing. Trying desperately to survive. Good sign for us. 40% damage reduction, but unfortunately, his center torso structure had 8 hit points left. You know, I lined this shot up for the turrets as best I could. It's almost like they don't want to hit him. There we go. That's what I need. Bust his leg out. Let's just let the cockpit fill with water. I imagine that's a serious problem, actually.
Good to go.
Okay, so... there's one enemy left down here. No, there's not. He is a corpse. I'm just going to move over here and take a turn to brace and vent heat. The Jenner's going to need a little bit of love after this mission.
Yes, Commander.
What we really need is to get enough mechs going that we can have some mechs in the repair bay and then also still be able to run a full lance. So that we're always doing something. But we are pretty far from that point. The 750,000 or so C-bills that we get from this mission, if we do get the full payoff, will help quite a bit. Well, now that was just sad. I only had 1 evasion charge. How did you miss that badly? Okay, I don't think I need to spend any resolve on this, and we do still have 1 enemy left.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Okay, it has less than a PPC shot worth of health left in the center.
Copy that, Commander.
You also really need to brace. We need a lot of venting. Unfortunately, we're now going to have to watch these APCs take their turn very, very slowly while not doing anything, because they have no way of getting a shot. With just medium lasers, they're probably not going to be able to fire next turn either. Okay, fortunately it is shooting at a healthy building. So we're definitely just ignoring the mech with the Vindicator next turn. We got to go after that Striker. I'm hoping that the mechs won't even still be up. Sniper turret has a really, really good shot. There we go. Okay, I think we're clear. Technically, I'm supposed to hold out for another round, but I think we did the job.
Mission successful.
I was very worried. That was kind of a gimme. Like, the AI definitely could have destroyed that one building and chose to start spreading their fire out over the other buildings instead. And that is a significant bonus in... Holy crap. Yeah, that's all right. We only took actual structural damage to 2 of the mechs. And I think on this one... Oh no, maybe we didn't actually take structural damage. We lost all of the armor, exactly all of the armor. But we didn't take any damage. Okay, so let's talk about salvage. I'm thinking the cicada part is probably the thing I want. They did have a plus damage SRM too, which is kind of cool. But unless we see anything really... Nope, nothing really fascinating here. Let us definitely try to build up a new 40-tonner. It gave us a piece of a locust and, yeah, just some garbage. I mean, another PPC is cool. Not bad at all. That was a lot of mechs, man. I'm proud of our team, but I definitely see a lot of holes that could be patched, a lot of weaknesses we can work on. I'm gonna be honest with you, though. The Jenner is actually one of my favorite mechs. We were running a Jenner very, very late into the previous campaign, and I could see that happening here again. It's so fast, and it just has so many guns mounted on it. Alright, how are people doing XP-wise? You have 1600 again. I think we're going to bank XP. I want to just move toward breaching shot as quickly as possible. So Reckless is getting nothing but points of gunnery until she gets there.
Yes, Commander.
Centurion, you could pick up multi-shot. Do I want to do that? Mechs piloted by this mech warrior gain a bonus evasion charge after moving. If the move is not a sprint, jump, or charge to melee, the mech also gains entrenched. That's okay. Ace pilot, a mech piloted by this warrior can move after shooting is awesome. I might want her to get up piloting, actually. Ace pilot and bulwark seems like a pretty powerful combination. Yeah, let's do, actually, yeah, let's do that. We'll have Razor go up gunnery instead. Let's pursue this for now.
Warrior training complete.
How's it going?
Ricochet. What do I want from you? So we're having him go up piloting, right? And I guess I'm going to take sure footing now. But I'm trying to figure out what else he gets. Multi-target might be powerful for a flanking robot. Yeah, actually I like that. So we're gonna bank. He's gonna be gunnery piloting.
Training complete.
I'm here.
And rocket. So I think with Razor, maybe we get reaching shot after this. So I'm trying to figure out if we have Reckless and Razor both having breaching shot, we probably don't need it on rocket. So what is she advancing toward? We could get her to coolant vent. I know that means we have a ton of bulwark on the team, but bulwark's pretty good. But somebody, it would be nice to have somebody on the team with coolant vent to run those really, really hot mechs, because we eventually may end up with a mech that has 3 particle cannons in it or something. That totally happened during my last campaign. And those mechs could really use just a little bit of extra help. Alright, let's talk about repairs. How badly is the Jenner damaged? What are we talking about in terms of days? 3 days worth of structure damage. Well, alright, make it happen. We could run without it, potentially. We still have 4 pilots. We go Blackjack, Vindicator, like Commando, and Panther? Yeah, we could do that. Probably wouldn't want to take a super hard job, because the Jenner is a pretty important part of our strategy, but like we could go for this other 2-skull. Planetary government is tracking an extremely heavy mech with Merrick heraldry. This provocation is almost certainly bait for a trap. We'd like to see you spring this trap. Engage the heavy mech, intercept the forces the Free Worlds League sends to defend it, and destroy all of them. I'm not comfortable with how little information we have about the enemy forces. I am very interested in a heavy mech. If we can get to that thing and, like, take its legs out and cart the whole torso home, that could be very interesting. Let's go for it. I'm feeling gutsy. We've heard you're a competent mercenary, so I'm going to take... The Free Worlds League is going to hate us. I'm going to take 2 pieces of priority salvage. I believe the way it works is, if you disable an enemy mech by destroying the center torso, you can get at most 1 piece of partial mech salvage. If you take it out by destroying both of the legs, you can get 2 pieces. If you take it out and all of the torso components, or maybe both of the legs and 2 of the torso components are left, then you can get the full mech, all 3 pieces of the partial salvage. I don't think we have the tools to make that happen yet. But I'm going to try to take 2 pieces of partial salvage here, because I think we can probably try to take out its legs, and if it's something really cool, I'd like to get both pieces of it, provided we can make that happen. So we will run the Commando, right, for the large laser. And then you want to be the mech that's going to be running up on enemies the most, which is maybe not the Commando? Panther has the SRM pod. This has an SRM pod, but... yeah, we'll swap these 2 in. The Panther's a little hardier than the Commando. it can definitely afford to get closer. Alright, let's try it. We haven't really had any major setbacks yet. And that's nice. We're getting to chain jobs together. But we, just gird yourselves, everybody. It is going to happen. At some point, we're going to have a mech totally get cored. We're going to lose a pilot, or maybe 3. Could get bad. And I'm saying this because I think there's some possibility that this is the mission where it gets bad. We don't know what extremely heavy mech means, but we might be up against something that we are just not ready for. That said, you know, you can do a lot of work with called shots to the legs. Doesn't matter how much stability the enemy mech has if it doesn't have any legs. Alright, we're in the area where the hostile mech was sighted. Move up and try to flush it out. I will say, I'm like really, really glad that we got this blackjack put together. This was the right choice. I was a little nervous about buying it because of how expensive it was, but this is good. Let's move up into the water.
Location confirmed.
Especially with the what do you call it? Rocket
I'm
smack.
receiving you.
Lot of potential heat generation on this thing.
Copy that, Commander.
Got it.
That site is pretty far away. We couldn't drop any closer than that? Also, I'm worried about how long this is taking. The enemies are all moving around during that time. I am concerned that there might be more enemies than we thought.
Moving out.
On the move.
I'm there.
I don't want to keep the commando in the water. That large laser generates a fair amount of heat. We got something.
Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Okay. That's not good. That's the side that my weakest mechs are on.
Yes, Commander.
Well, get me some vision, I guess. So I want to get 2 evasion charges. A little closer than I would like to be, but I guess this is good range for the medium laser.
Coordinates received.
What
Hostile
have we?
centered.
Okay. Locust and 2 more readings. I mean, that Locust is moving pretty fast. That said, a hit on this Locust is going to be very significant. Alright, it has a... Okay. For a second there, it said mean debuff in the left arm section, and I'm not sure what that was from. It is guarded. But man, if this large laser hits, tear some pieces off of this thing. I'm going to go for it. We're not actually generating any heat here because of how good the water is at increasing our heat venting. And we did get its arm.
Reporting critical hit.
Alright, if we can take out the reinforcements before we actually see the heavy mech, that'll probably make the heavy mech part of this mission a lot easier. Okay, I can jump into this position. Unfortunately, that's not quite in the water. Outside of optimal PPC range there. But you don't see that happen that often.
Up high.
Alright, I'm going to accept not being deep enough in the water to get the extra heat reduction. Oh, it turns out it doesn't really matter that much. That's not that much heat. Alright, please hit. Ah, that's a shame. That would have been really, really damaging. Okay, standard Locust, LRM-5. It's a 1M, so that's the LRM Locust. Yeah, Commando's not really meant to take a lot of hits. Oh, they have even more stuff coming in. Alright. It was going to be that super heavy mech plus a full lance, I see. You can get a reasonable shot off here. I mean, like, I hate just trying to shoot through the armor, or through the guarded. But we gotta take these things out Super fast mechs are so good at generating evasion charges.
Engaging jump jet.
You gotta try to take any moment where one of them doesn't have a ton of charges very seriously. You know what? I'm gonna focus everything on this Locust. I would love it if we could get one of the targets down.
All weapons committed.
Awesome. Very, very good. Yeah, that PPC shot was extremely valuable.
I'm here.
We are not going to get much of a shot on this guy.
Roger.
I'm going to turn off the lasers for this, but we're just going to go at him with the autocannons, even though the shot's pretty bad. Who knows? We might get lucky. Those autocannons hit really hard.
Engaging target.
Okay, that's why you roll the dice.
Target down.
Shot the center right out of him. His limbs all spinning in the air, and then... Uh-oh. Wait a minute, what was that? That is not a mech, that is a vehicle. Well, the good news is, 2 kills in a row there got us enough resolve that we are
I'm
now
here.
buffed up.
Good to go.
Huh. I probably don't want to
Waiting
just
orders.
reserve here because the commando is in the open with no evasion charges. Let's do this.
Location confirmed.
I'm gonna give up my heat sinking a little bit to get some cover. Well, I guess I am turning my back to that vehicle. Well, let's hope that doesn't bite me in the ass. Oh, hey, the spider doesn't even really have that many evasion charges. Unfortunately, we're very unlikely to hit it. You know what? I can take a little tiny bit of heat. Question is, do I want a precision strike? 70% with a large laser against a spider that is not in cover. Although, it has relatively good armor. Now, let's hold on to the morale. Or the resolve, rather. Hey, look at that. We hit anyway. The main benefit of going for the precision shot there really wasn't the damage. It would have been pushing him down to initiative 3, I think. Which might have been the right thing to do, actually. Oh, except he chose to move into a position where he doesn't have tree cover. Alright. I'm surprised by that, but I'll take it.
Lifting off.
And actually get close enough to hit him with the SRMs, maybe.
Taking the shot. That hit something good.
Yes, it did, Ricochet. You know, he's got character. I'll give him that. Alright, so that's a Panther. Okay, that could have been a lot worse. So yeah, let's ignore the vehicle for now. We're just going to focus on reducing the number of enemy guns that we have to deal with. I'm going to position the Vindicator like this in the hopes of maybe drawing any fire away from the commando. Present a second target. It would definitely be wrong for him to shoot at the Vindicator when he could shoot the commando, but hey, maybe he'll still do it. Alright, let's just finish the spider off. We can get this. Do I want to turn off? No, I probably want to fire the lasers. I'm building up quite a bit of heat here, but
All weapons committed.
alright, well it turned out not only did we need everything, we actually needed a little bit more than everything. Thinking the same thing here, just trying to put a bunch of targets in front of that thing. So we can fire the lasers. Yeah, I'll fire one laser without generating heat, that's fine. I probably am not going to need to conserve ammo or anything. It seems like this mission's going pretty fast.
10-4.
Man, I love a good autocannon.
Looks like I'll need a new target.
Alright, Centurion, don't get too proud of yourself. That thing's moving on 1, which does make me nervous. Ooh, okay. Lost an arm.
I'm losing weapon systems.
Yeah, what was in that arm? Okay, a medium laser. That is extremely replaceable. So,
Yes, Commander.
she needs to get out of line of sight of that thing. My sensor systems are pretty screwed up because of the PPC fire.
Copy that.
I'm going to take a precision shot at this to reduce its initiative. We got to try to take this thing out before it gets a shot. Where is the PPC mounted? It's in the right arm. 55 damage to clear that, or 65 to clear this. We're not going to get either of those, almost certainly. But I'd much rather take out the torso section.
Copy that.
Okay. Arm hit's fine. So we'll send Ricochet's shot to that arm as well. I'm just trying to make sure that I... Oh, can I not get into the arc? There we go. Right fire arc. Can we maybe get a little closer? There we go. We could precision shot him again. Just in case this doesn't work. If any of the SRMs or the PPC hit the right arm, his PPC is gone though. I think we can
Alpha strike.
I think we can preserve this. Alright. Alright, I feel good about that.
Some heavy damage.
That thing's damage potential is very limited now. It can shoot for a grand total of 32.
I'm taking internal damage.
Alright, I think I'm going to have Reckless run over here and sensor lock this thing. Maybe it should be Centurion who goes toward it, though. I'm just thinking the sensor lock is obviously valuable for reducing his aim. I want to provide him with a bulwark to shoot at, but I guess we're going to... Yeah, I guess we're going to do this. So, it was the Vindicator that I took all the parts out of half of it, right? Yeah. We can afford to just show him our right side. That would be ideal. Can I get... I want an open shot, evasion, and cover. Is that a thing I can get? I guess I don't really need the open shot, do I? I have sensor lock. Alright, let's take this. This spot will do. And I know I'm kind of showing my back to that thing, but I'm going to shoot at it with Centurion. I think we can probably get it. I thought they said it was an extremely heavy mech we were going after, but I guess it was an extremely heavy vehicle. That's much less fun. The good news is we probably will be able to pull a bunch of PPCs out of it, so that's something. Try to give it lots of heavy stuff to shoot at.
This should be good.
Ah, that's a shame. Still 85 center torso health. Well, our lighter mechs can continue to fight it. Ooh, 3 hits. Wow.
I'm taking some serious hits.
Bulwark. Very happy. Or very helpful there. Helpful there.
Yes, boss.
I'm receiving you.
Could you please? Actually, we should probably... I need to back up a little bit. We're too close. Really want to be in a position where I'm in optimal range and also I can not have my back to the PPC carrier just in case. This looks good. Could you please finish the job? Nope. I thought for a second there I was going for a real dangerous, real dangerous. I thought for a second there I was going for a death from above.
Standing by.
I want to... Probably don't want to fire from behind, right? Its back armor is untouched. Yeah, its front armor is like completely gone. So what I do want to do is precision strike this thing. I really would love it if this could be over. Really? How are you all missing it so much? Alright, well...
Yes, Commander. Affirmative.
Yeah, like... I thought probably it was the case that we didn't need to shoot all of the weapons there,
Enemy eliminated.
but we have failed to kill it so many times. I did not want there to be any chance of it happening again. Alright, so screwing up its aim did not help us at all last turn. Let's try screwing up its aim by blowing off large pieces of it. We would need to get 86 damage through the side armor while it's in cover. So we're not going to kill it on this one. I guess if we hit it with absolutely everything all in one spot, it would kill it. I could try that. You know, that's not, honestly, those odds are not that bad.
All weapons committed.
That was pretty good. Okay, I am confident that we will clean that up next turn. Although I've been feeling that way a lot, and it hasn't always worked out the way I was hoping. Oof. How bad was that? Okay, no actual structural damage, just completely removed the armor.
Receiving you.
But now we all get to shoot this thing. And it's keeping its side armor available.
Yes, I'm there.
PPC shot is non-lethal. It'll do 40 damage, leaving it with 3 structure. But I really hope that's what happens.
Got it.
Nope, hit the front. Okay, so it has 7 structure on the front.
I'm receiving you.
Should try to shoot it from the front if possible. It's actually more vulnerable. Huh, I had a targeting line somewhere. Move all the way up here. Yeah, that's fine.
Confirmed.
Both of our larger mechs get to move before it does, so I do not think there's a chance of it surviving. Let him have it. Okay.
Fragged a vehicle.
Well, I apparently misread the mission and thought we were going up against a large mech. But we might be able to pull 2 PPCs out of this wreckage, and I'd be okay with that. PPCs can be a little hard to come by and a little expensive to buy. Okay. Extensive damage to the commando. We are probably going to have to stop fighting for a little while here. Yeah, it's just the PPCs, right? I don't really want any of this garbage. We could try to get a Panther together, just to sell it, because a completed mech is worth quite a bit. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Now, you know, we're going to end up fighting so many Panthers. We will get a Panther together. Okay, 2 LRM 5 pods, the other PPC. Not bad. Turns out I could have taken the Panther. I would probably have taken the Panther if it had been the third part. In any case, that was all right. That almost went really badly, but didn't. And the other good news is that we can definitely go back on missions without the commando as soon as the Jenner is repaired. So let's throw the commando repair into the queue. Yeah, we got to refit it entirely. We got to attach a new arm, repair all, and then we got to put something in that arm. It had been running a medium laser. Is that what I want to still be doing? What if we cut the SRM-2 in favor of an SRM-6 pod? That's too heavy. Then we'd have to strip even more armor. That's not a good idea. Thing has borderline too little armor as it is. Yeah, just throw another medium laser in there. We'll just keep it the way it was. That is a 6-day repair. Ah, well. So let's real quick just pop through the mech warriors. I don't think we earned a ton there. I've already forgotten what I was doing with you. It's very, very easy for me to forget. So let's see. We know Reckless's deal.
Training complete.
Confirm that.
Waiting for orders.
We know that you are headed for Ace Pilot. And probably Bulwark, but honestly, like, maybe I don't even want to take Bulwark yet. Oh no, I was going to do Ace Pilot Gunnery with him, that's right. Because, being able to shoot into the rear armor of multiple targets is pretty exciting. Okay, sure. Let's take multi-target.
Training confirmed, Commander.
I'm receiving you.
Rocket over here gets to pick up Bulwark. We end up with 3 people with Bulwark, but that's fine. Bulwark's pretty good. You know, maybe we want to go, like, sensor lock coolant vent? Because I know we were building Rocket toward coolant vent. But with only one person on the team with sensor lock, that feels a little brittle to me. We might want to pursue that.
Mech Warrior training complete.
I'm here.
And then Centurion. You were building toward Breaching Shot, then. No, Razor was building toward Breaching Shot. Centurion can get whatever. I don't care. I don't care. It's all good. Listen, it's all good stuff. Another Ace Pilot mech. Yeah, I think that's what I was doing, and I actually do like that design, which
Training complete.
gives me more hope that that's what I was doing. All right, let's take a little break here. Let us get the Jenner repaired, and then once the Jenner's back up, I think we're taking some more jobs here. There's still some good money to be earned here on whatever Solardion. We're also going to hit our first financial report flush with cash.
Whenever you are.
So, we have our operating costs. Part of that is just the ship requires a certain amount of money per month for upkeep. That value is going to increase as we repair stuff. Oh, I should have probably started some Argo repairs before passing the 3 days. That's definitely an error. And then we have to pay some amount for each mech that we're keeping in our active bays. We don't have to pay for the ones that are in storage. Everybody has a salary. Okay, so it breaks out the improved Argo part upkeep for you. All right, then we got to pay our people. So, we can choose to be much more generous with the money in exchange for gaining some morale over time. It would be really nice if we could push into higher morale values so that we're gaining more resolve per turn, because it'll massively increase our combat effectiveness. So this is 15 resolve points. This is 25. That's a big jump. This is 35. Wow, morale is very valuable. I am willing to pay this amount of money for morale. So, next month, very expensive. Got to make sure we have the money in the bank. Let's initiate some Argo upgrades before we do anything else. Probably increased tech points is the most important thing we can get, but increased tech points along with a mech bay is a pretty good deal. We have the money to go for this. I think we should start going for this. Repaired power conduits allow 6 more mech cubicles and plus 3 tech points.
All right, I'll get the team on it right away.
That's a big, important upgrade. Definitely worth getting early. Alright, and with that, oh, we got a runtime. No, never mind. The Jenner is finished. Let's get in trouble. Let's do a thing. Let's get paid. Do we want to go after the 2.5? We have our optimal team of mechs right now, but I kind of want to go after this thing first, just because I'm worried that we're going to take a bunch of damage doing this. And if that's the case, I'd rather do the 2 remaining missions before taking a bunch of damage and then run that repairs while we're flying to a new system. So, brilliant minds. Commander, we perform a substantial amount of scientific research here in Solardion. Local government forces have been sabotaging our research stations, stretching our defenses thin. We've just learned that their ultimate target is a key scientist in our weapons development program. They've launched an assault that we believe is intended to capture her, and we need you to reach the facility where she's stationed and extract her. Alright, I can do that, probably. It is a desert mission, once again. This whole planet is just too damn hot. So we have no idea what we're going up against. We have enough money to make next month's pay right now. So I'm not too worried about the cash. And my suspicion is there's not going to be a lot of good salvage here. I wonder if maybe we should just take some rep with the Capellan Confederation? It would be nice to have a real friend. Let's go for it. I'm, like, just choosing not to take 140,000 C-bills, but I think if we're going to gain rep, the earlier we get it, the more valuable it's going to be, right? Because we'll have more chances to take advantage of it. Yeah, I will do this for now. So let's run the Jenner out here, swap Ricochet back into it. Our mech warriors are starting to acquire some actual abilities now. I don't necessarily think we could take on the world, but I'm certainly feeling like we could take on a lot more than we've been taking on. That said, I'm not going to go to a 4-skull world next, but, you know. A 2.5 skull mission. That's looking pretty doable. This Capellan scientist is a top weapons researcher and extremely valuable to any faction that employs her. It does seem like there's a lot of rep on the line here. We might actually have a positive value with somebody after this. It's crazy. I don't know. It's possible that, like, a better knowledge of the kinds of things that the various factions get up to would aid me a little bit in selecting which factions we should be friends with. But whatever. We picked based on opportunity here. Get to the research facility, take control with one of your mechs. Once she's aboard, head to the evac zone. Or just kill all enemies forever. I do love to kill all enemies forever.
Like a nice place to settle down, raise some kids.
I'm not certain I agree with your assessment there, Ricochet. Also, you're a real chatty dude.
Affirmative.
Man, the Jenner's faster than all the other mechs.
Let's do this.
Alright, let's get really close to the mission zone.
On it.
See what we pick up in terms of sensor contacts.
Bandit.
Yep. No big surprises there.
Move order received. Confirmed.
Alright, well, we're going into combat with no heat built up because we've been able to actually run places instead of having to jump, so that's nice. Okay. Whatever that is pretty heavy.
Yes, Commander.
Closer would be better. This is very exposed. Yeah, 4 evasion charges and cover. I'm a little worried that there might be more stuff up here, but I suppose if there's more stuff up here, we gotta find out somehow. Are getting additional contacts. Also, that is an SRM carrier. That thing is not a joke. Yes, fire all of the guns at it. That is a huge amount of damage. Holy crap. Each one of those does 8. So, it'd be really good if that thing didn't get a turn. Uh-oh, he failed to kill it. How much did he fail to kill it by? A lot, actually.
Yes, Commander.
He's in a lot of danger right now. Can't get a clear shot with the PPC. Really, this doesn't work? No, it's just too far away.
All right,
Okay,
let's move.
well, you know we have a lot of evasion charges, so that's good. Alright, they got a Vindicator.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
We have to get somebody else to be able to shoot that thing. The LRMs are not going to do it.
Standing by.
Nope, nobody else can get close. Well, maybe bit off a little bit more than I could chew here.
Aye.
Yeah, that was too aggressive. Too aggressive. Maybe he'll survive. It's not actually impossible. Okay, so the LRMs could kill it. It's in the open. If all 4 of the LRMs hit the, or if all 5 of the LRMs hit the same location, then we could still kill it. Boy, that's very unlikely. Huh? You take the shot you got, not the one you wish you had. Come on. 5 hits at 65% that all hit the same location. Nope. Close. Got some good damage there. Oh dear. They got a lot of mechs. Please stop removing my evasion. Oh no. Oh boy. It's gonna hurt a lot. Well, the damage is pretty spread out at least. Okay, a little bit of structural damage.
Blown past my armor.
Honestly, that was way better than I thought that was going to go. I can't believe he didn't kill that thing. Okay, Rocket. Actually, it's probably not Rocket. It's probably Ricochet goes first, right? Can't shoot it from there. Can I get multiple evasion charges? I could jump and get multiple evasion charges and still shoot, but I need to be able to take enough shots to get guaranteed kill. Well, guaranteed. Close to guaranteed. And I'm not going to be able to shoot everything already. I wonder if he needs to just disengage entirely.
Commander?
Can Rocket get into a kill position? Probably. Let's take the shot with Rocket, and then if Ricochet has to still shoot the thing, he can, but otherwise he can maybe back off. Find a place to hide for a minute.
Confirmed.
You are kidding me. How are you guys so bad at this? 2. Ugh.
Standing by.
Alright, yeah, we just gotta back off to here and take the shot. I want to back off more. I want to hide really badly. This might be a vigilance sort of moment. I have cover, so I could gain guarded on the next. I could gain guarded for the next turn and be at 40% damage reduction. No, I'm gonna save. We need to save.
Locked on target.
Please. Okay. Jesus, that is by a large margin the most dangerous enemy we have ever seen.
Thrashed.
Holy crap, that thing was terrifying. And now we just have to fight all of their other stuff.
Commander.
Wow, that was a headshot. Holy crap, he's almost dead.
My armor.
That was a PPC shot to the head.
Waiting for orders.
We don't have the range. Reckless isn't going to be able to get much either. Yeah, I mean, I need to be jumping forward, right? We're going to be able to shoot some LRMs at that thing. Not enough to do any damage, but enough to strip an evasion charge.
Engaging jump jets.
Yeah, the little mechs are on their own for another round. This is very bad. Would I be better off sensor locking? We could strip this thing's evasion and then have the little mechs try to really put some damage on it next turn. It looks like it's at full armor and... Oof. Man. This is bad. Yeah, I think this is what I'm going to do, rather than shooting at it with an LRM-5. Like, there's no reason to do that.
Sensor lock
This removes more evasion charges. This is just a better version of that thing. Okay. Really, really respecting the double move right now. I like that double move. Thank you very much for doing that. I guess I'm going to reserve her.
Waiting for the right play.
Since she can't have an effect on the combat this turn anyway, let's see if that guy moves forward into a position where he could be shot. That is a big LRM pod. Is that 10? Yeah, LRM 10 and a PPC. Yeesh. That thing's a little terrifying. Alright, we're gonna figure this out. It's gonna be okay. Guess I just jump over to here. Just get ready. Don't really have another move. Okay. Let's talk about damage and survival and stuff. You can't keep running forever. Obviously, we want to shoot at the Vindicator right now. It's in the open, it's unguarded, it's unprotected. This is a kind of shot you don't get all that often. But I really don't want to just stand still. That said, she does have Bulwark. And this is a pretty okay shot. I think I am maybe actually going to just stand still. Can I get one evasion charge while staying in cover? And still having a clean shot? No. I have a lot of moves that give me... Oh! Okay, there. And that actually gives me a better shot with the SRMs as well. You don't usually want your Panther to be up front, potentially drawing fire. Did I just hear another contact? No, she must have. Did we actually have vision of this thing? We didn't. She got vision. There's an AC-20 on that robot. We need to leave. I don't think we can do this. Yeah, that's actually a real consideration here. So, let's talk about the AC-20. Unfortunately, we're not going to get a mouse over. But I believe the base damage is 100. It has a pretty short operational range. It's like SRM or shorter. But that thing can probably accomplish that operational range right now. I kind of want to try to fight it out so that we can take the SRM, or the AC-20. We could just remove it, maybe. It's in the right torso, which has 160 health. No, I think we might be in over our head. Man, this Lance with an SRM carrier, huh? I think we have to withdraw. I think we're gonna lose mechs and pilots if we don't bail. Think of your reputation. Oh man, that's true. My reputation. The compelling Confederation will not like it if we pull out. This thing is just an LRM-10 and a PPC. That's not that bad. That thing has a PPC and a medium laser and a small laser and stuff. This becomes the priority target. If we're going to stay and fight, we have to kill the Hunchback, and we have to kill it immediately. I only have the PPC, but it's fairly likely to hit. It's going to hit the correct side. Thing is, I think we could, if we destroy the right torso, we might not be able to loot the AC-20, and I do want to loot it. You have 51 head health, so a Hail Mary to the face is not going to be lethal. Now you have guarded anyway. Here's the thing. My concern here is that if we fail this mission right now with our squad and everything in the state that it's in, it might be a campaign ender. Because we don't have a backup team. We certainly can't afford to lose pilots. We have to withdraw. Alright.
Retreat.
Yeah, that's embarrassing, and the compelling Confederation is going to have some feelings about it. And we're retreating post taking enough damage that we have to pay for repairs, but I think it's far too likely we were going to die there. Withdraw, bad faith effort. We do lose some mercenary review board rating when that happens. We've also crashed our compelling confederation rating, so that's a shame. And Ricochet's injured and the Jenner's damaged. Oh, really? They let me keep some of the salvage from the SRM carrier. Well, I mean, an SRM 6-pod's a very useful thing to have. That hurt, though. That sucked. So now we only have 3 pilots. There's 2 ways we could go about this. We could bail off of this system and head somewhere else and let the travel time cover a lot of that recovery. Or we could hire somebody else. It's going to put us in a little bit worse position financially, but it is going to mean that we could at least attempt another job on this world. There is one left, right? It is ranked as harder than that last one, but to be fair, the mission rankings are always a little weird, because that last mission was ranked as being as difficult as the one we did before it, which it was not. That is a lie. So sometimes the skulls don't really tell you the whole story. You know what? I'm not sure what we're going to do here, but I do think that this is maybe a decision that could be made after some consideration, which is my way of saying that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time when we take some decisive action, and we'll see you then.